Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, gonna do a solo run of Challenge of Elders. Haven't had a chance to get to the raids yet, but I will get to that one at some point. I know kind of what the strategy is, so I'll get to that one later. As for Challenge of Elders, modifiers we've got are Berserk, so no flinching, especially gonna be annoying when it comes to the Cabal on round 2. At least it's round 2 and round 3, so it won't be worth quite as much. Then we've got Chaff. Player radar will be disabled, so just keep your head on a swivel. Most things are going to be in front of you, or at least off to your sides. Not a lot should come up behind you, as they're usually pretty circular rooms. Finally, we've got melee kill bonus, of course. This is where you're going to get your points from, so I'm just going to try and build a kind of setup that's going to be most helpful for that if possible. First thing, you may want to pick up the bounties if you're going to spend some time in there anyway. Earn points in Challenge of Elders. With your fire team, generate orbs. If you use your super, shouldn't be too bad. And then, of course, we've got Shock Trooper. So use arc abilities, which, of course, I'm going to be solar, so this one's not going to be quite as easy, but pick up what you can. Depending on your class, it's going to be fine. One of the better melees that you can use if you've got it is going to be Monte Carlo. It's not melees, I'm sorry, primaries. It will help with your melee because dealing damage will reduce your cooldown, and you get a chance to fully recharge it upon kills. So you're going to be doing a lot of punching. Unfortunately, the phalanx in round 2 are going to frown upon that one pretty frequently. But what I want to try and do to at least give myself the opportunity to get as many melees as possible. Second one, I've got Insurmountable Skull Fort. It's just going to give me an additional melee charge. Depending on your stats and things like that, super bonus from melee, I may actually have to get that one here real quick. One of the few times that one's actually going to be pretty useful. One of the rare times at least. Anything you've got for your ammo, of course, is going to be a nice benefit. Now I'm going to run the Sunbreaker class just for a couple of reasons. One, you've got Sun Charge, which basically is that crazy solar shoulder charge that will hopefully explode all the guys, but it counts as a melee, so that's going to give me some bonus points there that are melees and supers both. Then over here we've got Fleet Fire, just basically anything killed by your fire in general, be it grenades, fire, whatever. It's going to help with agility and reload, so if you need to reload, that's fine. And then you've got an option over here at the end. Fire Seeker, you're not really going to be getting a whole lot of sunspots, so that's not going to be that beneficial. But when it comes to Cauterize, you've got the option to either, bring down by your fire, get some health back, which can be a good thing, or you can go with Simmering Flames, which, if you don't use your super that often, is going to give you grenade and melee charging twice as fast. So I'm going to leave it on this one just to see what the survivability is like. If I start taking a lot of damage, of course, Cauterize may not be a bad thing to go with. Other than that, over here, Stoke the Forge is the nice one. Reduces strike cooldown, getting a blow with Sunstrike, recharges it instantly. So hopefully I can punch quite a bit. So at this point, we're going to run with this and see how it goes. I had a little pointers and tips, actually, just a little out of practice on some of this stuff from my Twitch stream yesterday. So thank you guys if you're listening to the videos. But pretty much get a decent strength build here. I'm tier 4, so it's going to recharge fairly quickly. And a decent amount of intellect. This is one of the few times discipline, just probably not going to be using it that much. So let's jump right in and see how this one goes.
Round 1.
Alright guys, as soon as you come in, head to the left through the doorway, through the fallen door. Mr. Pilot Servitor here. Shouldn't be too bad as long as you just don't get too close. I'm a little out of practice and getting greedy, so don't do what I'm doing. This is probably 3 or 4 cuts in, or deaths I should say. But come over here, you're going to have quite a few enemies spawn out. You can use your super, or you can just start shooting them and then punch them. You just want to get them down to about a third health when you do. Get them low enough because then the melee guys are going to come in and you want to make sure they're low enough so when you go to punch them, that you actually just punch him and kill him. Like this guy, get him right about there. A little too low, but there's my supercharged. If you want to come in and get a full supercharge, that's one way to do it as well. Just right here, just start going ham on the melee guys. It kind of saves you a little time. Where you at? There. Just start beating the crap out of these guys. Now the Shanks, you can actually punch them pretty quickly. And the nice thing about punching them, if you're going Stoke the Forge and Cauterize, you can get your health back pretty quickly too. And they only take 1 punch with Stoke the Forge. It's pretty much an instant reset. So, not too shabby. Should have a few Vandals left up here. Unfortunately, that guy died by flame. But at this point, just spend some time. Put a little damage on the boss to prep him for that damage phase. And then at this point, just try and find the stragglers who are hovering around. Be it a Shank or, a Vandal floating around somewhere. They're around. There we go. And then again, try and put any damage you can into those guys, so if you do get to go punch them, then they just really take that one shot. Then once the boss teleports, then you can go for the rest of these guys up close on the top here. You should be right over to my right anyway, but I want to try and get them before... and then definitely if you get close, make sure and get out of there fast. These dudes are so annoying. There. Alright, so now it's time to just put some damage on the boss as he comes back up to the platform. And again, all you're trying to do is once you see those reinforcements incoming, which should be about 8 shots, put about 3 or 4 more into them, and that's going to basically save you from... and any guy that you can actually shoot is going to allow you to just basically punch them easier later on. So any of these melee vandals, get them low. You don't want to take too many melee shots or swings in the front. But again, if you start taking too many, just get out of there pretty quick. It's safer. You can always come back later. Again, the shanks, if you can pull them up, or just work on whoever you can. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Oh, you jerk. You need to like hide in this doorway. Alright. Well, that kind of worked. And we got some shanks. And again, surviving, always the more important thing, even if I do get a little greedy sometimes. Oh, I actually shot a shank. But again, once those guys are low, then punching gets a little easier on the health. Come here, dude. Oh, just quit running. It's not that hard of a concept. I just want to punch you. Just want to punch you. It's not so hard. That dude's low. Nice punch. Find the stragglers. Come here. Shanks, of course. Try and punch all the shanks you can. They're an easy kill. And try and find the boss once you get all the reinforcements down and go for the next round. If he teleports, just watch where he goes. If he's back here, it's a perfect place. Just start pumping that damage into him. Again, looking for that reinforcements incoming, just like that. And when you see that, just put about 3 more shots into him so he's prepped for that next damage phase. Not too many, because you don't really want to cause him to basically... Now those guys are going down. Come here. Nice. Alright, we've got a lot of shot grenades bouncing, so I'm going to get out of dodge for a minute. Let's try and save my hindquarters. And then from here, just start looking for the guys. Chaff is just always the interesting one here. I try and solo a lot of stuff. Nightfalls. Haven't soloed a raid yet. I probably should try that at some point, but I know so many other people have. It's a lot of effort in for not sure if you guys would really even care that I do it, since so many other people have. This dude's all sorts of aggressive on me, isn't he? Yeah, you're going down. And again, just watch where he's at. He's up at the top, so I'm pretty safe. Punch a lot of the shanks. And again, punching them is a good way to activate Cauterize so you can get your health back. As long as they don't all run away. Try and stagger him before he gets out of there. There. Alright, should be reasonable here. Come on. I don't think I got too many enemies up left. First point deduction, not too shabby. Doing fine. Honestly, 4,000 already with the reinforcements. See, 2 more shots and I got reinforcements incoming. So now just put like 3 more into him and just set him up. I wouldn't do more than 3. That has a risk of you pulling the next wave, which basically cancels out the wave. It just refills the guys that were there. And again, if you have a big run of guys, a little better to survive as opposed to just dying. So if it gets dicey, just go for the kills. Especially if you're doing fine on points and you don't need them. It's kind of one thing if you're like running low on points, you need to make sure and get all you can. But shanks, so easy to kill. May as well just run down here and punch them all. And Cauterize is helping with the survivability as well, which is nice. I don't want that grenade. Got melee guys coming. Again, if you get them close, make sure and put some damage in before you punch. And these regular guys should be okay. Just, you know, load them up and punch. Load them up and punch. And again, your time bonus is working against you, but Cabal's really the one, but at least it's the second round where not mostly the majority of your points are going to be coming from. Oh, boss is right there. Definitely get out of dodge really quickly. He's coming out. You can start wounding him with grenades if you want to as well. If I've got 1 more Vandal, that's fine too. Might pull out my sniper, see what damage I can do, or just go rocket ham if I need to. Hey, get away. Those bouncy grenades sometimes bounce a little longer than you want them to. Where'd he go? Oh, come on. Nope, total whiff. I need sniper ammo is what I need. Not my most efficient rocket launcher I've got, but it was just a legendary one on this character. There we go. Reinforcements incoming at this point. Just keep putting that damage in and try and get him basically as close to dead as you can. Already got 4,800 points and he's worth 500. So I'm in reasonable shape, honestly. Not honestly too worried about it. You can get that melee kill so you can get those points back. Or the health back, I should say. A lot of shanks out there. Watch for the sword vandals. Those are going to be your tricky ones. And that's a little close. Well, he died, so I got some health back so I can get a little more aggressive again. Come on back, buddy. Come here, Shankopotamus. So points is for Challenge of Elders. You used to have to do it to basically get the rewards from it. It was like 30,000 that you needed. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh, that was for the bounties from Varix. I actually don't even know if you need the points anymore, how the rewards are going to work. So you used to need about 30,000 points. That's just kind of why I'm kind of sticking with that number, because I know that's what it used to be. Not entirely sure how they're going to handle that now. Come here, dude. Quit running. My goodness. Chasing you down all the way across the map. Got some sniper ammo. Before the speed bonus goes too far down, it could be time just to dump some damage into him, finish him off real quick. If there's nobody else out there, and you're good. So 6 grand will work. Solo carry. It's always an option too. Grab any ammo or engrams that are around. Try not to have too much crap go to your postmaster if you can help it. I'm sure I'll have plenty since I'm an inventory hog. But that is number 1 down. So yeah, reasonable build. Use that super when you've got it. And again, between each round, you can always go into the room, clean out as much so you get a full super, wipe, and then go into full supers just so you can get the most points possible. As I was saying to my stream, they're asking me why I need points. You used to need like 30,000 points to basically finish your card, which is what this is going to be. It is actually what it's for. See, I had 6,800, but I lost about 700 points, time-wise. But you get your Elder Sigil rewards. So 30,000 points gets you a weapon. Cumulative score for the week of 90,000 gets you a piece of armor. It's all going to should be at 400 light now, so. Alright, so when you jump into the second round, you're going to be against Val Aru'un, and that's going to be Cabal. I did switch over to Bad Juju and just pretty much going to go ham on super as much as I can. So when he spawns in, you're going to want to do as much damage as you can with your sniper. And then after that, just try and find the phalanx, group them up if you can, and go ham with your super. Alright, so if he lands up here, that's what you're going for. Sometimes he'll walk around below. But again, you're just trying to get as many headshots and as much damage as you can in the beginning, because later on, trying to get damage on him in between those rounds is kind of hard. So if you can get some damage on him now, it's going to help later on when you're trying to actually get to that next wave of enemies. So if you keep damaging him now, it's at least going to allow you to pull those enemies. Yep, he's already immune. So I've got some damage into him though, which is good. So I got to take out the arc flare, which helps because I've actually got some arc stuff going. Now at this point, you want to kind of hang out over here. Try and pull as many enemies over here as you can. Phalanx, Cabal, stuff like that. Try and get your shield back up. Watch these guys coming around the corners. The Phalanx are typically going to run over here like this. So this is actually a good time if they start coming in. Start wrecking them as much as possible. So try and find collections of guys. Anywhere you can get them to explode on each other. Especially like Phalanx exploding over there. Any way you can get those guys grouped up is going to help you quite a bit. Now that's a major thrall, so be careful about him. If you see a few across the way and you see the boss getting kind of close, honestly just time to get out of dodge. Rotate over to kind of one of the 3 platforms. If it's ever a grounded modifier, you can actually run decently across the level up there. So you're not running, jumping completely exposed the whole time. From up here, as I've used my super already, just start picking off the scions as they come over. And then look for the boss where you can. Looks like I've got some scions over here though. Bad Juju is pretty good to pick them off somewhat quickly. You might be able to grab them before they come up behind you, but watch that. And again, from up here, you want to try and take out as many of the phalanx as you can while not getting completely walloped by the dude's rockets. It's kind of rough, trust me, I know. He does a lot of damage, but yeah, try and take out as many phalanx as you can. Look for any of the basic scions that are going to be out and around working your way to you. Everything's going to be coming your way, so watch behind you. You will eventually have some enemies coming from behind, so just watch those. And then once you get fairly low, if you got the right type of damage, be it a rocket or a sniper, should be able to take him out. Now from up here, well, There's a phalanx literally hiding behind the boss. You are a jerk. Alright, that's just not cool. So there's the arc one. So I'm going to go tracking ham on him. So I got a decent amount of damage on him there, which is what I was going for. And just once you get a shield down, you really want to try and keep that damage on him where you can. Now be careful of the boss if he jumps on over. But if you can keep him at least tagged, that's going to help. Now, those flares do tend to run away fairly quickly. So be careful. Try and find... There he is. Again, I got to try and drop his shield down. I do have the right type of sniper for it, but I don't always have the shot either, which is annoying. So many rockets. You'd swear the dude had to reload at some point, but he really doesn't, does he? Now, I want to try and keep this guy at least a little occupied, but oh my gosh. So, try not to take too many shots. It does get dicey up here. We can take out the phalanx, though, and see if I can drop his shield again. There we go. Getting pretty close with the shield. He's the only one you can really damage anyway. And then, at this point, if I can actually just get him down some way or another. I can't even see the dude. There we go. I got a view on him now. This is the slowest fight of all of the Challenge of Elders fights. Always is, always will be. Alright, so now if he's down, now this is a good time if you're going to go damage and pull the next set of reinforcements. Just find the boss and go ham with hammers. Honestly, it's your best bet to try and get the amount of damage into him that you need while pulling reinforcements. And just do what you can right here. Just throw those hammers like crazy. You're going to have time to build your super back up, but that way you've pulled reinforcements so you have stuff you can kill while you're waiting. And that's a good thing you want to be able to do, is basically spend some time, kill more enemies, and at least getting score up while you're not waiting for all the Vandals to die, and then go through all the waves. Kind of a multitask effort, so you can build up your super and things. And then if you can get them running down a nice hallway like that, grenades do wonders. Again, phalanx, your biggest pain in the royal rear butt. Watch your health! Oh gosh, I'm close. And again, just regular scions out there. Just start picking those off, trying to get your super back up anywhere you can. And again, the regular phalanx will tend to come around this corner. He's void. This one's actually the one I can damage. But just be careful. Take out the ones you can. Just get out of there quick. Find your best way to just clear the map. Woo! I am a little close on that one. Sorry if that was a loud cheer, guys, but that was skirting with danger there. At this point, just work on taking these guys out. Precision kills if you can get it. Obviously, a few more points where possible. Oh, nice little ammo restock. I'll take that one. Well, if he's going to walk up to me, I'll take the few melees I can get. And I hate it when my grenade gets shot in mid-air, too. Pretty sure that's usually the boss doing that. Yeah, we're mostly doing alright here. Already hitting time deduction, though, which really sucks because I've got a long ways to go in this fight. Alright, as most of the guys are down, now basically you have a couple things to worry about, and most of it is going to be these scions. Namely the ones that you need to do enough damage so you can actually get his shield down. That's the important one you gotta take out, so you're gonna go find the void one now. He's gonna be around somewhere, reload some rockets, maybe we can find him. They're usually in hiding, which is the most annoying part. The scion that you need to find is usually run off somewhere, like this guy right here. Again, just keep trying to find his hiney. If he goes down below, just keep trying to get a little damage into him so he keeps... Yep, so you can drop that shield down. And honestly, if you gotta go ham with your super here, it's not a terrible thing if you can drop him down quickly. Because their point, now you're working on time deductions, which are really going to start to be an annoyance. Come on, show your face. Almost there, almost there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't you dare get that shield back up. There we go, now I can actually hit him again. So now I'm just going to try and get some sniper shots into him, if I can actually find a chance to shoot him. And not take too much damage. So I got reinforcements incoming, which is really what I was going for. Because now I'm just losing points about as fast as I can get him, which just kind of sucks. So try and line up as many guys as you can. If you can run the scions up a gauntlet here, that'll work. Just be careful. If he's coming to you, things get real treacherous really quickly. And it looks like I do have the solar one left, which is good because my super is that. Try and pick off all the guys you can. The phalanx will try and come around this corner to you, so if they don't get too close, you should be able to do some okay damage to them. Just watch behind you as they come around. Back here you should be mostly safe from the boss. Doesn't mean these phalanx aren't going to all try and come up and tag you. Just don't let them get too close, but also watch behind you. Some of the scions will come up as well. Yep, losing points about as fast as they come to me. There we go. If you pull back, they won't be all quite up in your face, but there's going to be a lot of phalanx up here. There we go. Goodness. Alright, so now just try and pick off the scions that you can find, because I think most of the phalanx are down. Anywhere you can find them, as always. Now here is where you need to get out of dodge, and I mean quick. So if they come around and you've got one of the major thralls, or major scions, why thrall? I don't know why I'm saying thrall. I'm going to literally get like 3,000 points out of this one, so sorry guys, this is not going to be an amazing run, but now all the scions are coming to you and just start picking them off, getting some points out of that. If you got a grenade, you could throw it out there. You could go super, but I'm trying to save that for basically the next scion major. Now there is probably a better way to do this, but honestly with the Titan, I really don't know the best super to use on the phalanx, because I'm trying to use that one just to be efficient where possible. Not having any type of damage bonus makes this kind of a bummer, and it's melee kill, so I don't have like specialist or small arms or really anything helping me out, so it just kind of sucks. Alright, so I do have solar. He's going to go down pretty quickly. If I can keep him at least in my line of sight. Drop his shield and start pumping him down quickly. Just if you keep smacking him into that corner, you should be able to take him out pretty quickly, or at least pretty close to low health. And just keep hammering him away. Try not to let him get out of sight if you can. Even getting a little aggressive on this one just to keep that damage going down. Now he's vulnerable, so now I can start doing all the damage I want to him, which is pretty much the whole idea of this one. As I don't really have many more reinforcements, but I probably have one more wave of reinforcements coming again. But I am going to have some damage I need to put into him. If I can get a sight on him. Sniper shots where possible. I do have reinforcements coming. Now the reinforcements are going to be a little hard and fast to kill, but you want to try and set him up as much as you can. Watch these guys start popping off your super kills. And then just be careful. So I'm losing more points than I can get at this point. But at least I have one more wave of maybe killing supers and things like that. Not supers, but scions. Try not to die either. All those melees jumping through get quite dicey. But then turn around and see how many of these guys you can pull to you. Some of the scions should get you at least some quick points. While some of the phalanx, of course, are going to be slower. But yeah, throw that grenade down there. Go hide around the corner. Grab some ammo. See how many of these guys you can take out, because again, scions are quick points, especially if you get precision kills. It's kind of nice, and bad juju, just keep firing, just keep firing, just keep firing, firing. And I've got my super up, so that's a good way to take out any of the rest of these phalanx, hopefully, if there's only one. Yep, I'm losing a lot of points here. See if I can actually get 30 out of this one. Alright, so I'm going to go here, go ham with my super, and just try and cook him right now. If I pull more reinforcements, I've got most of them down right now, which is what I'm going for. I should have one more set of reinforcements. If not, getting him back in this corner is kind of a nice place to do damage to him. Because if you can pull him up to the wall, you can shoot his head. We've got more reinforcements coming, which is fine. Chance for more points because it's going a little quicker now. And again, at this point, I think this is the 5th wave of reinforcements as usual. Get him as close to dead as possible. So pretty much I can't do much more damage to him, so just be careful about doing damage to him. And then now just try and pick off everything you can without dying. So again, watch him. He shouldn't be able to slam you through the wall. But as these guys come around the corners, you're going to be in for a bit of a treat as more and more of these guys come to you. Be careful about getting pinched in the corner. If that does happen, just get ready to run. Try and fly straight over the rock so not too much can hit you in the back. Grab some ammo as you're running around. And then turn around and pick off all the scions that should be chasing you. Again, heavy would probably be an efficient way to kill these guys. And if he goes down, honestly, it's probably okay, but I'm just trying to get the points where I can. Like from these guys. If some guys run into me, I'll take the melee kills where I can get them. Trying to get up to at least about 10,000 because, man, this seems low. There we go. Grenades getting me a little work done over there. $9,000. Okay, I just lost literally everything I got. Man. Alright, super. Let's finish it off. See if I can hit. Alright, so 10,006. I literally got about 4,500 points because that thing is just terrible. Man, it's rough. So last one, we've definitely got to go and get a lot of points. Run around, pick up any ammo you've got, of course. I did see some heavy over here, so I wanted to grab it. Apparently it threw up over here. And back to the airlock. So, what am I hearing? That's weird. Sounds like the sound when the scions are actually coming in, so that was a weird little glitch. And back on out. Round 2 is down. That one did take me quite a few attempts, guys, so don't worry. Last one, Vex. Alright guys, so round 3, I'm going to switch it back to Monte Carlo, back to my previous build there.
Round 3.
And switch it back to my sun charge. Everything else should be about the same. Yep, Vex. Sorry, I'm pointing at the wrong door. So here we go. Vex is going to be the Overmind Minotaur. Really not too bad. It's regular Vex, not even taken, so just try and pull them into this right side corner wherever I run to. The main thing with him, you just want to stay out of his line of sight when he does his scream, and you won't be put in a stasis field. So you can see what this looks like. It's being spotted right here like this. If you stay over here, that's the pop. So what you want to try and do, I always try and get a few shots in before I, kind of go hide in the corner where these guys are all going to be at. Try and get health back where possible, but these are guys you're going to probably have to kind of shoot down a little bit and then punch on most of them. And the hobgoblins are going to be a little slower. Melee kill is just a dicey one, so just be careful about it. But you can get a lot of points in this one, so it's kind of worth going for the extra points where possible. Don't spend too much time on really one of anything. But as you can tell, it's pretty manageable. Nothing in here is too terrible. Again, try and take these guys out. Just pull them all over to this side and you can do a lot of work on them. If you get a precision, it's not the end of the world. But try and get all the melee kills you can. Just shoot them, punch them, shoot them, punch them. Just trying not to get overrun real fast. Ooh. Or if they come to you like that, it happens too. Now when he's doing that scream, make sure you stay out of line of sight. There you go. And again, they're going fairly quickly. This actually isn't too shabby. It's not like going super ham, but I mean, I'm getting a lot of kills right now. Pretty fast. Fair amount of points. I'm already up to 14, so pretty good. Again, if you piss them off and shoot their head off, they will actually run to you, which is nice. You can even stay behind this pillar if you really need to dodge that scream. And then at this point, special ammo is good, so it's just time to put damage into him. One of the better places you can put damage is just through here. He can still shoot you, but if you can get him to stand still and start shooting, you can get a lot of work done, and he's only going to get about half of his shots through these little grates. Just due to the arc of the shots and how he's going to try and hit you, he's not always the most effective. So just keep waiting for those reinforcements to keep coming, and once you've got that, then I would just go ahead and turn around and try and put a few more shots into him. Stay out of that line of sight, and then come over here. We'll have these three coming out. And you can just keep meleeing. Just pull the guys to you if you can. And the Vex melees really are not that strong, so it's not as big of a deal. Hobgoblins, just make sure you dodge their shot. They are a bit on the painful side when they do go kind of nuts. Watch that line of sight so you don't get tagged. Flank those guys, or at least strafe them a little bit. Tag him, get him low, punch in the face. 16, doing alright for points wise right now. Come on. Alright, and then just keep pulling the guys over here. If you want to pop their heads off, that's one way to do it. Just send them all running to you. Tag them a little bit and just keep punching them. I'm taking a little longer than I'd probably like, but this is probably going to be the fastest way to at least get the points that I'm going for. We get 1,500 from this boss, so we really just need to get to the end with basically, you know, 27 or 28.5. So it might be possible. We'll just have to see if this is a reasonable run or not. Melee is the worst one by far, so just keep that in mind. This one kind of sucks. Not your most efficient week to get gear, I'll tell you that. Got a few more guys coming up. And again, you can pull most of them over here. It's going to keep you out of his, basically his scream and stasis field. And that way the guys will just kind of run to you if you do pop their heads off as well. Kind of a nice way to do that. I think I'm decent. I got a couple more. There we go. And then just keep working the damage from behind this grate. So far 18, not too shabby. Come on, show me your guts. And then as you put a few more shots in earlier, just like before, always trying to get those extra shots in where you can, so you can pull that next wave of reinforcements as quick as you can. If you watch that stasis field, that will definitely suck your time away, so be careful about that one. So once I pull reinforcements, again, always try and get those few extra shots in so that next wave is closer to ready. You'll have these guys over behind you, of course, as always. Try and get them to about half health. Losing points already, which does kind of suck a little bit, so just be careful about that. Watch that stasis. It can get you through there, so just be careful about that. And then, of course, always your best bet, try and come over here. Oh, precision kill. Now, if you can get a decent enough of them grouped up over here, I should have been going super, actually, which is I totally forgot. Wait for them to come over and collect, and then you can start having some fun. Get those melee super kills. Get a few more points that way, at least a few. Yeah, if you shoot them, you know, do a little damage, pop their heads off, that'll send them over. So they can actually run to you so you're not taking too much damage if you're worried about, you know, surviving. And their melees aren't really that powerful, which is nice. It's that little void burst thing. We're getting there, 22. Barely skirted that one. And more damage. Now one thing you can do is if you can get underneath here, you can actually get under him and start shooting him. He'll try and move around, so you might not always be able to, but as I already had a decent amount of shots into him, I pulled the next wave. So take a couple seconds, get a few more shots into him if he stands still for half a damn second. God, twitchy. But always start with these three over behind you. Gonna be your quickest three. Watch the hobgoblins. Those are gonna be guys that really tag you behind you. And then watch these guys pull him over. Precision kill. Damn it. We're doing somewhat okay on points and stuff wise. And you can just try and pop the heads off what you can to have it run to you. Watch this guy over here. He's going to go ham shielded. And then you still shot the heads off a couple of those guys, so they will be headed over. Just remember, you're going to have plenty coming in. Just all of these guys coming. Getting that shield back. Doing alright, doing alright. Come on, I think we can do this. It's going to be close, I know. If I do get my points I need, it is going to be a tight one. But we still got time. We got some reinforcements to work on. Try and pop their heads off again. Run them over to you. Seems to be working fairly efficiently. And also allows you to hide, so you don't have to deal with that thing. Need my melee back up. Hurting a little bit over here. $25, we're getting close. Alright, that should be all of them. Another set of damage and should be the last set of reinforcements. Wait for that pop. Of course, it'd be great if I could shoot in a straight line. Should have some reinforcements any second, because that's a lot of damage in. Oh man, I'm losing more points than I want to. It's not too bad yet, but I gotta get moving, so... Once I do this damage here, I do want to kind of get him as low as feasibly possible. So I'm just going to have to pretty much shoot him and finish him off. Pretty close. Alright. So from here, come back in the tunnel. We can start working these guys. They teleported out, so you just got to kind of pull them all in. Pop the heads off. That dude is ultra low. 26-2. Again, popping the heads off, bringing them in your way. Just keep tagging them before they get in here. Just keep shooting, especially the hobgoblins. 26, come on, I gotta do this faster. Alright, I'm gonna go super fun time now here. See if I can get a decent amount of bonus points. Try and stay out of that line of sight. Pull these last couple to you. 28, yep, should be able to manage it as long as we don't lose too many points here. Come on. Come on, keep coming, keep coming. Almost there, almost there. I just lost what I'm gonna lose, and if I can pull these guys in, I should be able to manage. Should have been using my super more actually, but so you guys can see I still managed it with less super usage than I should have been. So 29, 380, should be able to hit 30 if I can just finish him off here. Watch that freaking charge. If you can shoot him, he can definitely tag me with that. And that would suck too much time away, I'd probably miss it. Oh, just get a straight shot at me so I can shoot you. And time. Now, as long as it doesn't deduct, I'm good. Finish, finish, finish.
Your victory.
Whew. 31k. Hit my marker of 30 for the Elder Sigil. What I was going for. So, a little bit out of practice on that one, but it did actually happen. So, whew, lost 5,000 points though. That is kind of a bummer. But yeah, that's Cabal room is brutal. Well, apparently I get a legendary engram. 10 legendary marks. I got my sigil that I'll have to turn in and see what I get from that. And back out to the middle we go. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Kind of an interesting build, especially for the Titans. Hunter, you're going to have Blade Dancer, which is going to be nice. You're going to be able to get a good amount of use out of that one. If you can survive Encore, but Hungering Blade's probably going to be required for some of that stuff. And then for Warlocks, that one may be a bit rough, honestly, just because... you don't even have the super that gives you the bonus points really for the melee, unless lightning does it, but I highly doubt it. So, but with your super, you can clear out a lot more enemies, especially the phalanx. So I think that hopefully will be a nice trade-off. Couple random 390 blues here, but that is Prison of Elders for a wrap for you guys. Thank you for tuning in as always. Drop that like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. I will keep the content coming your way, and of course, thank you guys for the support past 7,000 and still climbing. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. See you later.